Y'all, I'm kind of over it. Like I'm over everything right now. I'm over winter. I'm over COVID. I'm over um, our government. I'm over the right. I'm over the left. I am. Is there a party for people who are just practical and looking for solutions to the basic problems? I'm almost like I don't want to hear any discussion about. I don't want the government dealing with society in terms of um almost anything anymore. I'm just like they just keep getting it wrong. I don't, you know, I want to believe that policing helps. I want to believe that um the way we've structured our healthcare system is working. I want to believe that people are getting help. I just feel like there's all these cliffs in our society that are just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a worry wart and being I mean it's just where I am right now. Like I don't want it to be honest with this to like anybody who's maybe going through the same thing. You know, it's I was a side hustler gig worker for the past 5 years. Before that, I was a person who pretty much just went by my whims. If I wanted to move somewhere and travel somewhere, I would just do it. I don't have kids. I don't have a reason to pretty much stay anywhere. Nobody is in need of my direct help. I was also just, I'm a person who struggles with mental health, and that probably, contributed to my wanderlust or my inability to connect to places. But there was a bit of freedom to move around that I have been struggling for the past year to suppress because I knew that it wasn't. It's not that it wasn't feasible. It's just that after spending most of my adult life worrying my family about all my shenanigans, um, I felt like it was just not the time to add to the stress by moving again. Oh my god, why is this? Is this lighting that bad? Gosh. I don't know if that's any better, but I don't know. I'm just like it's a kind of a bummer right now. Like everybody's unhappy, confused, scared, and it's completely understandable, but I think because I did so much living when the world was open that I don't really see I taking this time off to reevaluate, um, you know, get some online certifications, try to change your career, your outlook, um, you know, eat your groceries and pay your debts down if you could. I mean, I feel like I'm in a great position and I just feel like I'm very grateful, but I am a little anxious about what and when will the world open up again and how it'll operate. I'm not interested in getting COVID. I don't want to know what life dealing with that is. I don't know. I understand why people were so, hard headed about it, like it being real or fake, or I understand wanting to be like not in that place of fear. Um, But at the same time, I just don't take people seriously who had that fear, who also aren't very social, don't do much. And I guess what they were saying was the little bit of things that they did do, they didn't appreciate those things being taken away from them. And that I can connect with them on. Like, for me, the world was my oyster and I was out in it. And for them, it was being able to freely meander around a Walmart or their local CVS or, you know, their church or, and they didn't appreciate those things being taken from them because there was so little left in the world that was interesting to them. I don't know. I guess I'm really just not happy today, and it's one of those Sundays. It's one of those days where I'm just kind of like waking up and doing little things around the house to keep myself busy and occupied. And, I'm tuning into YouTube and tuning into music I like and just sort of like trying not to be stuck in my head. But, I'll get out the house, I'll do like a little running around, but it's frigid outside. Although I love when it's sunny and kind of cold because sun and cold means you don't sweat, but you still get like the brightness. So that feels kind of cool. I like that. I mean, I I'm ready for spring, but I completely understand. Like four seasons has its perk. I've lived in California, where in Southern California, where I don't care what they say, there are four seasons. They are slightly more temperate than other places, but when 80 degrees or 70 degrees is the norm, and from December to February it gets down to 30 and 40 at night, and at times in most places it's a shocker. Like when those winds blow, like, and it's 45 degrees at night, it's cold. Like I don't care what anybody says, like January is wet and cold in Southern California. It is not pleasant. Hell, June is wet and cold in Southern California. I appreciate the four seasons of the East Coast a little more now that I have that balance. But when it's spectacular on the West Coast, it is unbeatable. And I don't I don't I don't know which one I really prefer anymore. Um, One thing that used to get to me living in LA was the population density and the cost of living. It was hard to be poor in LA. It was hard to be a person like trying to both be an artist and um struggle there. So sometimes you've got to hit the ground and just sort of build from there, and that was hard in LA. There were options, but they seemed like they were fastly closing. Like the $700 apartments or studios in like older parts of town just seem to be drying up. I don't think they exist anymore. I did a Craigslist search to see like if there were any cheap studios in LA or in the surrounding area, and there were like two in the whole county. So I don't know. I'm really just like, I don't know what the next year looks like. I've been home. It was nice at first to be home with family. It's getting to that place now where it's time to go. And I again, like, I am in a very lucky category of people. Like, I'm a single person who's in relatively good health, relatively good mental health, and I have my faculties to make decisions and take my body where it can go. Like, but gosh, another year of not feeling free in the world is it. This is really hard, and I think about people who've got it much. worse. But I almost feel like in a way it like if I were like literally in prison or something like that, it might almost be better in a certain way because like you know what the guardrails are and uh, no, I hate to say that because like I mean there's so many cases of prisoners being treated with so much human indignity. But I guess I mean just my meaning is like if you were in a place where everything's regimented and formatted to control you and control things, those parameters make things a little bit more secure right now than being in a world where you are running into different boundaries at every turn. Certain stores are more strict than other stores. Certain people are freaking out more than other people. There's still this political climate we're all stuck in dealing with people who basically don't want a government and people who want more government. It's like it is truly Charles Dickens like best of times, worst of times. Like I don't know. I just wanted to make sure I hopped on today and like I've been kind of using this as like a diary in a way, a time capsule. Um, I look forward to a future when I can um like do the content I really want to. Like I really want to be, a thrift vlogger. I want to do some beauty vlogging, some skincare talks, some hair care talks. I like to talk and share my opinions about things. I have a lot to say. I don't know if I'm like the most exciting person or the best person for this, but I like the medium. And like I said, I'm 42 years old. I don't have a bunch of friends, so YouTube will be my friend and the subscribers I make along the way. And I'm cool with that. That's fun and cool. This is a much better outlet to me than trying to write a Facebook post or even what I'll do on my Instagram or and I never caught on to Twitter. It's just I'm not snarky enough. I'm not quick enough. I think with providing content more often, I will find tweets within my content. I've seen other content providers do that. Like this thing I just said, this is the tweet. Um, but it's just not exciting to me. It's too much scrolling, and I just don't like the format of it. I like Instagram because it's visual. I never caught on to Snapchat because it just missed me. I think I was moving or something within that time period or that summer that popped off. I am a fan of TikTok because it formats within the site how you can add the sounds and it makes it so easy and it's full of fun people doing dumb stuff that is literally you can tell it's just for fun. Um, and YouTube's a little more serious. I literally watch YouTube to learn things. Like most people, I am a student of YouTube University. I love scrolling through and searching for people who are absolute nerds about things that I am sort of interested in, and I can get some insight, and I appreciate that. I feel like I I can't remember. I feel like 2010 YouTube was the person of the year. Like it's a you, and yeah, I really think this has been such a revolution, and it's been a great place to build community in a way that makes more sense. It goes in real time. Like I'm thinking these thoughts and I'm saying them to my little crappy Android phone and putting them on the internet for you know what however long um forever you know well, anyways, that was my bummer conversation. I hope you're all doing well. And if anybody sees this in the future, February 21st. I don't even know what day it is. 2021 is a day that happened. All right. Bye.